Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another video. So this week I'm taking you along on my first full hunt of 2022. So initially Terry and I were gonna go look for Native American artifacts in a bean field, and then we discovered a bunch of brick and broken glass that turned out to be an unmarked homestead dating back as far as the 1860s. So there was a lot of cool stuff to be found, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Well, I am back out digging with a shovel now. I'm out with the mole man today, and this hit just like a nickel, but it looks like it's an off size. Let's see what we got here. 1 cent, that's a penny. It's hit like a nickel. Wait a second. That's an Indian. However, that is very fat. It hit a 29.30 on the Amphibio, so this is what I think it is. This is gonna be my first ever fatty Indian. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit better and I'll loop you back in. So here it is, all cleaned up. 1863 is going to be the date on that one. And this is actually my first ever fatty Indian head penny. So I am super thrilled to have a bucket lister right off the bat. This is actually my first coin of 2022 that I can actually identify, so I will certainly take it. So I'm gonna stick that one in my pouch. And now head on over to the mole man. Try and move quick. He says he's got something cool in non-metal. What you working with there?
A marble.
Oh, that is a marble. Oh, that's an old clay one too. So needless to say, this is a pretty early spot we're at. We're actually looking for Native American artifacts today, but somehow, some way we're finding mid-1800s stuff. Well, that's a cool find. Let's see if we get something else. So I just spotted this on the ground here. It's made of glass. It's got like a purple color to it. It looks like some sort of acorn thing. It's broken off on the top of whatever this used to be, but that is super cool. The purple color of this glass means that it is very, very old. It comes from a metal compound. I'm not exactly sure what metal, but it gives the glass a purple hue when it's exposed to sunlight. But I will certainly take it. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. This guy's got something in his hand there. You just plucked that up out of the dirt. There's your imprint right there. Anybody want to tell me what this is? Does this look like a Stone Age axe head to you guys? If anybody knows, feel free to leave it down in the comments and we'll do some research and I will throw up next to it what it is. But it's a cool find either way. So let's see if we get something else. Well, I'm not far from where the fatty was in that hole there. I just fished out like 4 nails. That is coin number 2 though. This one does not feel so fat. And it is extremely crusty, whatever that is. It's gotta be an Indian. Yeah, there's 1 cent poking through. Crazy, 2 Indians so far this year, not 1 wheat. But this one is gonna need some serious cleaning and I will loop you back in. So here's Indian number 2 all cleaned up. It is not a fatty, but look at the date on that one, 1865. So this is now my second oldest Indian head penny ever after the 63 from earlier. And the best part about this one, it is hold at the top, making this my first ever hold coin. So I'm absolutely floored with this one. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So not very deep here. I had a nice high tone. I actually pulled up this. It is an iron buckle of some sort, probably off a horse tack, but it's a very cool find. It's definitely got some age to it. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, here we go again. Down there, that's another coin. And I believe I see 1 cent. That's going to be, I think, Indian number 3. Actually, wait a second. That is a wheat penny. That is actually going to be my first wheat penny of the year. Dang, with the 2 old 1860s Indians, I was hoping for another one, but yeah, that's a wheat penny. I believe I see 1940 something. Maybe. If it's an older date, I'll loop you back in, but a wheat penny's still a cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, this is interesting. I saw something gleaming. Swung my detector over and got a mid-tone. And out pops this, which I believe is a cufflink, maybe. Something, but it's got a super, super fancy stone in it. Yeah, that's got the look of a cufflink. Maybe some gold plating on that. That's really interesting. But I will certainly take that. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Look at that sticking out of the ground.
Spender clip again.
That's a horseshoe, all right. Not a very big one, but still a cool find though. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I had to chisel way down to the frozen layer for this one, but out popped that. That is gonna be a brass D buckle. So probably a belt buckle or maybe off a horse tack, who knows? But it's a cool find. It's definitely got some age to it. So in the pouch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So here's a couple interesting things that I did not get on camera as I dug them. This is just a spoon bowl, but it is super, super fancy and probably some sort of ornate serving spoon or something like that. I'll stick that in my pouch. And then the other one here, this one says Pond's Iowa Husker. I'll throw next to it whatever this was for or whatever it came off of, but it's patented February 19th of 1867. So super old there, over 150 years old. So I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. So the mole man just dropped a couple super cool finds on me. They're both buttons. The first one is this super fancy one. Looks like it's got a lady holding some like playing cards or a fan or something like that. And then here's the back of this one. The shank doesn't look all that old, but if I find anything out about it, doing some research, I'll throw it up. And then the other button here, this one is super interesting. It appears to be made of like a slate type stone. And on the back, it's got a shank, so some sort of flat button. This one may or may not be a little bit earlier, like mid 1800s era or so, but very cool finds. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I just kicked the dirt here and that came flying up. That appears to be a horse tack buckle of some sort, just iron, so, but definitely still got some age to it, but it's a cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Looks like it is time for a surface find. That there looks like a little porcelain button, so not 100% sure on the age. These could go, honestly, to the 1850s, or they could be as new as the 1950s, but it's a cool find either way. Let's see if we get something else. Well, that's a little bit of deja vu. That is going to be another little porcelain button. Get that one all cleaned off. Yeah, very similar to the other one I just found a little bit ago, but it's a cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another wrap up for my hunt in the bean field with Terry. So we were on a super early site today and there was a ton of cool stuff to be found. So I want to start off by saying congrats to Terry on all of his awesome finds. But here's my take from the hunt. I got onto a massive horseshoe, as well as some buckles, a couple of iron ones, brass D buckle, and this little horse tack clip here. Not sure exactly what bit that is. I also got onto a file. This piece is really cool here. It says Pond's Iowa Husker, patented 1867. I also got onto a glass acorn, a fancy spoon bowl, busted crotal bell, a couple of leather rivets. I got 3 buttons, including 2 4 holes and the little flower one. This cufflink is super cool. It's got a real tiger's eye in it and some gold plating on the back. You can see that there. But that's probably late 1800s there. And now onto the coins. I got 1 wheat penny dated 1945, and then my double bucket list day. I got 2 Indian head pennies. The first one, my first ever hold coin, is dated 1865, and then 1863 is going to be the date on the fatty. And then that one is also first ever for me, and here's the back of these coins. But that was my hunt, guys. Thanks again for coming along. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Bug Eater, signing out.